Could this be you? I wrote a song, so now what? At Fields of Harvest, we have started a new series that will help songwriters to take finished or nearly finished songs and actually bring them into completion through a 4-step process.
Comment yes if you are ready to take your songs to a new level and actually enjoy putting them to good use. We will respond to your comment with a link for a free PDF that covers the entire process we'll be sharing in this video series.
This video is the first one in this series for arranging our new song from Psalm 16 called You Are My Portion. The first phase of our process will be to thoroughly go over the lyrics, melody, and chords to revise our song. As we go over our lyrics, we encourage you to take out one of your recent songs and look at it carefully.
Yes, this is really for you. I mean, we could do this on our own, but we're making these videos to help you start revising songs that have just been kind of lying around and waiting for someone to love them and get them ready to share with the world. So let's begin with your lyrics. Look at your song that you've pulled out, and we're going to look at ours. Are the lyrics following a good rhythmic pattern that is repeated in the song? A good way to tell is to match verse 1 and verse 2 and any other verses you have in your song, making sure that a second or third verse doesn't become wordy and break out of the pattern that you have set in verse 1. So I've seen this in many songs. I'll see people post lyrics to a song, and verse 1, goes through this pattern, and they may or may not have a chorus, and then verse 2 is like all over the place. Longer lines, different rhythm to it, and it's just, I don't understand this song. This is like they're just kind of on the playground doing whatever, and it needs to be more well thought out. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to go over the pattern in verse 1. I'm not going to sing it, just speak it. Lord, I run to you, my refuge. You keep me safe from harm. Every day I trust in you. When I am weak, you're strong. So really when I sing it, it's Lord, I run to you, my refuge. Little pauses in there. But that way you set a pattern, right? The first line and the third line are similar in the rhythm, and the second line and the fourth line have a similar rhythm. But they don't. All 4 lines don't have to be the same. Now in verse 2, I have, Lord, I will bless you, my refuge. You never leave my side. Every night you speak to me. You are my faithful guide. So I've gotten so used to having a rhythm pattern in my verses that it comes to me kind of easily sometimes, and that's not to brag in any way, but just to say it's very important for me to have rhythm in the verses.
Right.
So I think that way when I want to write song lines.
So does each verse and chorus have a solid rhyme scheme? Our verses are similar, but verse 1 has an A-B-A-B pattern, whereas verse 2 has the A-B-C-B pattern.
Right. So verse 1 has refuge, harm, you, and strong. And then verse 2 has refuge, side, me, and guide. So it's not line 1 and line 3 rhyming and line 2 and line 4 rhyming. We have a third rhyming word in there that doesn't rhyme with anything. But that's okay. That's not as important as the rhythm of the song, because what makes it singable is that rhythm to the lines. That really makes it singable.
Yes. In some cases, the chorus or the bridge may not have a precise set of rhymes. Our chorus has a few lines that rhyme, ending in portion and in line 1 and Lord in line 3. The other lines don't rhyme, but the meaning of the scriptures we wrote from comes across well.
Okay, so here is what the chorus reads like. You are my portion, my cup of blessing.
That's A-B.
You hold my destiny in your hands. So there you've got
That's the C.
Another word that's different at the end of the line. You are my Lord. So that sounds a little like portion. Every good thing comes from you.
That's D.
So that's a fourth ending to a line that doesn't rhyme. But that's okay, like Joseph said, because it's very singable because of the rhythm of the words and the way the melody goes with the words.
Right.
So don't be so concerned about perfect rhyme. Definitely you don't want everything to be like way, say, pray, grace, place, face. You don't want that many, exact rhymes. Near rhymes sound good in a song without being too sing-songy, because we're not writing Mother Goose, we're writing worship songs. So just keep that in mind, just
That's
a little
right.
humor.
That's good, though. That's a very, very good point.
Does your bridge follow a good rhythmic pattern and have words that rhyme? The first two lines in our bridge have the same pattern to the words. So it goes like this: your goodness surrounds me, your favor is abounding.
Has that
So
E sound.
Yes, definitely has a rhyme there, but I really wanted that your goodness surrounds me, your favor is abounding. That's the best I can do without singing it. So they do have the same pattern to the words. Now the next two lines change to a new pattern, but the third line is similar, and the last line is longer to emphasize the idea. So don't think of a bridge like a chorus or a verse. You can change up how long and short your lines are, and it actually makes a bridge more interesting. I've found that to be true now. Not every bridge I do or we do is going to have a longer last line. It just happened in this one because it's what I wanted people to really take home with them. This is kind of like a take home with you kind of line.
That's good.
So the third line is, in your presence, there's no one like you, Lord. So that's the last line. So that really brings home a strong theme there. In your presence,
That's
there
good.
is no one like you, Lord. And it's really easy to sing the way that we wrote it, too. So we emphasize that idea, that anchor truth that we really want to come across in this song.
Yes.
So think about what you're saying, not just the rhythm and the rhyme, but what you're saying is so vitally important in worship songs.
Check your lyrics for imagery and unique phrases. We used words like refuge, portion, and cup of blessing directly from the psalm itself. Scriptures usually contain beautiful imagery, but you may need to draw from different translations to find it.
I've done that many times. Absolutely. So now let's talk about your melody. Remember, you've got your song out, and you know how these lines go, and hopefully you have a melody to your song. So is your melody singable for a congregation? Think about keeping it in the range of middle C to C5 if you're a musician.
Yeah, that's around middle C to an octave higher than that.
Yes. So you may need to adjust the key of your song if the chorus goes too high on some notes, or the bridge. We've heard songs where, they'll start out nice and low, and the church is singing along, and suddenly the chorus shoots up a whole octave, or the bridge jumps up a whole octave. And that's fine if you're singing a solo, but not easy for church congregations, not easy for Bible study groups to sing. They'll be like, I don't think I can sing this song now. So most congregations are not people who are trained singers. We have to remember that. So when a song becomes uncomfortable to sing, they drop out.
Go over your melody and look at the words. Is it working with or against their meaning? For example, singing about lifting up hands or our voices, praising God should not be sung with descending notes.
Exactly.
When bringing home a point like a foundational truth, it does sound good to have your melody walk down and land on a root chord. The last line of each of our verses does that.
One place I noticed that I would like to revise our melody is in the chorus. I had almost the same melody for line 4 that I used in the very first line. However, the more I would sing it, the more it seemed to need some tweaking. I wanted to give it more variety without being too complicated. It had the same note on all the words, "You are my Lord." So I'm going to vary it up and down just a little. So, Joseph, can you help me on that chorus?
Okay, are you ready? Poof!
Oh, Joseph, look at that. He's holding his guitar now.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the way the first line goes, can you give me an E, Joe? You are my portion. And what I did with the line that sounds the same, I had, you are my Lord. So what I'd like to do is vary that line a little bit. You are my Lord. And that way it's got a little variety without being too different, throwing everybody off. So that makes the chorus a little more interesting. You are my portion, my cup of blessing. You hold my destiny in your hands. You are my Lord, every good thing comes from you.
If you already have chords for your song, either by playing piano or guitar, that is a wonderful accomplishment. If not, we encourage you to spend time with a musician that you like to work with, so he or she can hear your words and melody and add chords to it. It may take some time, but it will prepare you for arranging the song in the next phase.
So in our chord chart, this is really helpful to us to go ahead and make one, even if the song is not completely finished. We noticed that there was a chord, well, I saw yesterday, a chord that might be needing to be changed in our verses on the second line. The chart has a C sharp with an A bass, the way Joseph typed it in, but I thought it needed to be changed, like turned around to be an A with a C sharp bass, because I'm thinking, I didn't think we had a C sharp in this song. So it kind of represents a walk down in the bass notes, doesn't it, Joe?
That's the right chord we're talking about.
Yes, that's beautiful. So it's a colorful chord with that bass going down. So I wanted to make sure that was correct. So that's the kind of thing you do with your chord chart. You know, go over the chords again and make sure you're hearing the sounds that you want with your melody.
Once the lyrics and melody have been revised to the best way they can be, check over your chord progressions again. Any melody changes or timing changes can affect the way the chords will sound with your song. It helps us to create a chord chart before or after revising a song so we can see everything at a glance. And changes are not difficult to make if you are using a computer program. And I'm using the Quick Word Pro.
In the next video, we will begin arranging our song from Psalm 121. Be sure to pick up a copy of the free PDF that shows you the entire process that we're covering in this video series.
Yes.
There'll be a link in the pinned comment at the top of the comment section. And we will see you there.